Hey guys, so in this video we'll have a look at the Wipro NLTH registration process. So I'll walk you across the details of how exactly you can register for Wipro NLTH specifically for 2021 pass out. So without any further ado, let's have a look at the details. Right, so first things first, you would have to get into your browser, and once you get into your browsers, you would have to type the registration link. So the registration link is already given in the description below. You can directly click from that, or you can also type careers.wipro.com. Alright, so once you type careers.wipro.com, it would redirect you towards the official page of Wipro. So this is the official page. So once you get into this particular web page, you can go to this particular symbol called as Students and Graduate. You can click on Elite National Talent Hunt. So once you click on that, you will be getting inside the page where you can register for the National Talent Hunt page. Right? So you can see it's Elite NTH 2021. So all the overviews, all the eligibility criteria are already given in the page. You can just have a look at it if you haven't had a look at it already. And yeah, that's the catchy thing. And then once you're done, the selection process is also given. If you haven't had a look at it, you can have a look at it. So this apply now button will be given at the bottom part of the page. All right, so you can click on apply now. So once you click on apply now, it will redirect you to one more page, which would ask you to, give your email ID, right? So it's still loading. Right. So here they have given a lot of details again. So eligibility criteria, selection process, and all that. So they just want you to be familiar with all the things that are supposed to be there before you enter into the application page. So please have a look at all these things. So if you do not qualify for all these criteria, you'll not be eligible for the test. So that is basically what they want to say. Right, so the branches, the qualifications and all that, right? So year of passing, it is only for 2021, so it's not for any other year of passing. So this requisition ID, it's going to be pretty much same for everybody. So you do not have to worry like, I had registered 2 days back, or I have registered today, or I have registered, one day after today. So even then the requisition ID is still the same. So it's going to be pretty much same for everybody. So you do not have to worry about that. And once you have gone through again all the details what they've given over here, you can click on the apply button that's given over here. So again, it will redirect you to one more page. So yeah, as I told, they will ask your email ID which you want to register for the examination. So I'll just write my email ID. Okay, so once it is done, you can click on next. Alright, so once you click on next, the entire registration process, it starts, right? So first you'd have to connect your account. So, but what I would advise you is do not connect your accounts related to any social media sites, because most of this times you'll not be aware of the passwords. It'll auto login. Right, so if you do not want that to happen, do not connect any of your accounts over here. So you can just try to log in manually, right? So before doing that, you would have to submit your CVs, and it has to be within 5 MB limit. That is what I've mentioned over here. So I can choose it from anywhere. If you have from a computer, if you have it in your Drive, Dropbox, OneDrive. So I'll just upload my CV. Alright, so I've uploaded my CV, so you can upload it in any format like PDF or Word. That should suffice until and unless it is below 5 MB. Alright, so once you've done that, they're asking you to upload your photo with a white background. So again, you can choose your computer or Google Drive or anything. So if you have a photo already, if it has some other background also, that should be fine. But since they've mentioned white background, try fetching a photo which has a white background. Or if you do not have a photo which has a white background, there are a lot of tools online which you can use to make the background white. So you can probably have a look at that. So let me just upload my photo. Right. So I've uploaded my CV. I've uploaded my photo over here. So it also gives you options to replace the resume and delete the files for the photo and upload a new one. So you can plan accordingly and do that. After you're done with that, you can go below. So I have not written anything over here. I have not typed anything over these blocks. But as soon as I entered my CV, certain data were fetched automatically from it and it starts filling. So if you want to change anything, you can do that, but I'll just keep it as it is. So you would have to create a new password for your Wipro NLTH account. So do that accordingly. And then salutation, Mr., Mrs., Miss. Okay, so you can all choose whatever you want. Primary phone number. You can just type any primary phone number. Secondary phone number, you can type that as well. And once that is done, you can type the address, right? So if it's your home address or wherever you're staying, PG, whatever it is, you can type that. So address, it can be anything opposite to this building. So I'll just type this, right? Address to again. It need not be same. It can be different. So this is the mandatory part. You'll have to fill it up. So city, you can type anything where you stay. Yeah, Pune or Pune is for me, but you can type anything. And then country, it's obvious Indian. Province, you can choose. Yeah. Once you type over there, it will pop up, so you can choose over there. Postal code, you can choose a postal code. Date of birth, or whatever is relevant to you, please choose that. Just okay. Right. So right. So here they're asking you to give your ID proof, so you can choose any of these. But once you choose any of these, you need their numbers, so Aadhaar numbers or DL numbers, PAN card numbers or passport numbers. So just choose PAN card number. So once that is done, class 10th name, it has to be proper. Class 10th year of passing, you would have to choose. So registration number, I'm sure everybody would be having their respective registration numbers related to your class 10. So just have a look at it from your marks cards or application forms of 10th, and you'll get this registration number. You can fill it up. Class 10th registration state. So when you had written the exam, where were you? So you can just type that down. Right. So if it's CGPA, what you had got, you can click on CGPA. If it's a percentage, what you had got, you can click on percentage. So you can do it likewise. And your percentage has to be precise up till 2 decimal places. Just make sure that happens. Class 12th name, again, it has to be legit from wherever you have done class 12. Then year of passing, again, you'll have to choose it legitimately. So right. So after this, class 12 registration number, so it can be anything again. It depends on which college you're from and which year of passing. So you can just have a look at your certificates, whatever you have got, or your the 12th documents. You'll be having this registration form, registration number. And then your state where you had done your diploma. So again, you can search over there. You'll be getting your state. Percentage, whatever you had got from your 12th. So I'll just keep it the same, whatever I had typed over there. Over here, it's a bit tricky because you'll not be able to find plus 5:30, which is our actual standard time. So you can try searching for India over here, and once you try for India, again you'll get a lot of options. So out of these options, the best one for you to choose would be this one. Okay, Indian Standard Time, Asia, Kolkata. So Kolkata plus 5:30 would be the standard time. So You can just click on that and click on this button called as submit profile. So once you click on submit profile, if you have done any mistakes, it will prompt that, okay, you'll have to fill this detail again. If you haven't done any mistakes, it will redirect you to one more page. So yeah, so you can see over here, it's asking your consent to use all your datas to its own purpose. So you can just click on this tick mark and then click on submit. So once you click on submit, again will be the diversity. So if you want to choose this, you can choose this, or if you want to opt out, you can opt out on the ways. Gender, you would have to, again, there's options called as opt out, but yeah, whichever your gender is, you can click on that and then click on submit. So once you click on submit, this will be the fourth step wherein you select if you have got any errors or backlogs. So if you have got backlogs as of now, any active backlogs, I would advise you not to lie over here. Please select accordingly. So if you have got backlogs, click on yes. If you haven't got backlogs, click on no. Because if you lie over here, during the time of interview, there might be a situation where they would verify your documents and then you would turn out to be a full according to the interviewers. So do not do all that. So whatever is the actual scenario, just type in the things accordingly. All right. So do you have more than 3 years of gap? If you have, click yes. If you do not have, click no, and then click submit. So once you click on submit, this would be the last step of your registration process, where you would have to type all the engineering data. So what sorts of branch are you from, what institution are you from, other institutes. So university registration number, again, this would depend on which university you're from. So that would be necessary. All right, so next, you can choose whichever state you belong to, and then you would ask a district. So you can again select district, graduation institution. So it anyway has a list of all the colleges with respect to your district or state. But if you do not have a college, you can go at the bottom of this particular drop down and you'll have other. So you can click on that and basically it will give you an option to select that. So you can just select and check what happens. Yeah, it will give you a pop-up for a name, separate name. So you can fill your college name over here if it's not listed. And then course, BTech, BE, whatever it is, you can select. Then branch, you will have to be again pretty careful over here. Whatever your branch is, you'll have to select it. I hope you have seen the eligibility criteria. So CSIT and electrical circuitous branches are allowed for repair and LTH. So you'll have to take care by filling this also. This is for specifically year of passing 2021, right? So even though they have given the other options, please make sure you click on 2021. Again, if it's a CGPA, what you'll be getting, you can click on CGPA. If it's a percentage, what you'll be getting, you can click on percentage. And you can fill the things accordingly up to 2 decimal precisions. And then this is for a PG information. If you have done any PGs, you can do that. But most of you might not have done PGs, so we can just leave this blank. Do not click on save and return later at any point. So you'll be having this button a lot in this particular registration form. So you would miss a lot of things if you click on save and return. But if you're not sure what your data are, yeah, you can do that, save and return later. Right. So once you fill the legit information, you can click on submit. So once you have clicked on submit, that's pretty much it. So this was the registration for NLTH. So once you've registered, this will pop saying that your application was submitted successfully. Thank you for applying. You are currently submitted to this job. All right. So again, you come to the initial page where you had started, if you have noticed. So this is the initial page. And then, as I told, the requisition ID will be pretty much same for everybody, so you do not have to worry about it. And once you finish your registration, you'll be getting the email. All right. So let me just show you what sorts of email you'll be getting. Yeah, so this would be the email over here. So they would say that, okay, thank you for applying for Wipro, and they would be giving you this particular link, right? So access ACIMS over here. So this would redirect you towards your dashboard. So let's just click on this and check what happens. Yeah, so basically we have come to the login page again over here. So you would have to log in. While logging in, click on Campus Careers. So once you click on Campus Careers, it will again redirect you towards the login page. Fine. So once you've logged in, receive updates on new jobs, opportunities. So do you want to continue with this same ID, or do you want to take other social media IDs? So you click on continue. Once you click on continue, they will be giving you a lot of opportunities for Global 100 programs and all that. So if you want to skip all these, you can directly go to the dashboard, or else you can click on this and click on continue. And your CV is over here. Next, your profile would be this, right? So you are details would be up anyway over here. So if you do not find any of your details, just make sure that you fill it up accordingly. Current job, if you're doing anything, you can just do that. Submit profile. Yeah, that's done. That's almost it. Now, if you want to have a look at whatever you have filled, you can click on the dashboard button, what you've got over here, and you'll have three basic pop-ups. All right. So the first basic pop-up is a boarding pass form. So this is similar to your hall ticket. All right. So it will show all your details, whatever you have filled, and it'll also say that you'll have to sign over here. You'll have to sign candidate's sign and candidate's name. So you can take a print out of this, and yeah, you can print the form. So you can take a print of this, and you can put a signature, put your name, and you can just keep it as a reference in case it's required. And please make sure you read all the details, whatever is given over here. And you're allowed to take the test at other designated locations from the systems assigned to you for the online assessment. All right. So right now, as you have already seen, there were no options for choosing the centers, right? So you can see over here, event venue, virtual remote hiring assessment dates will be confirmed over mail later. All right. So it's pretty much going to be online is what we are anticipating. But anyway, they have not fully, designed their web page. So yeah, so they're saying information will be told over email. So again, if they're planning on doing the exams via centers, they'll let you know. But as of now, it looks like it's going to be a virtual online assessment. All right. So this was the first pop-up what I had shown. So there were two more pop-ups, right? So let me just show you what those two more pop-ups do. Right. So this was the first pop-up. This is the second pop-up. So if I click on that, we will not get any details, as in there's nothing much to fill over here. So fill more profile details. It'll just break saying that sorry, this page that I've requested has not been found. So that was for the second pop-up. So again, it will ask me to log in again. Let me just. Right, so that was for the second pop-up. So as I told, they have not completely finished designing their this particular web page. So same goes for the third pop-up. So onboarding embark. So if you click on that, it will again give you a crashed page sorts. So where they have not finished the page completely. So it just says congrats, you are now one step closer to becoming a part of your family. So this would be updated in the further future. So just keep on checking when it gets updated so that you can put up your informations accordingly. And yeah, so that would be pretty much it. So this is exactly how you register for Wipro NLTH. So you can anyway take a screenshot of this particular page, and your boarding pass anyway will be having it over there. So please make sure you read all the eligibility criteria and all the necessary documents that are required beforehand when you come to this particular page, so that you do not have to click on the save now and return later button because you'll break the flow and you might forget certain things. So now that you know how to register for the Wipro NLTH recruitment process, you might also be wondering how will I be able to crack it down. So you need not worry on that as well. So we have got our course up and running already. So like always, it is based on our AI-based platform. We have got exposure to 500 plus actual Wipro questions from previous year. We have got video explanations for all our questions in our platform, and we have got a built-in compiler which is available for anybody who enrolls for our course, and you can practice using the compiler. And we've got solutions in C, C++, Java, and Python. So you do not have to worry, okay, if my language is Java, will it support for me or not? So solutions available for you. And then we'll also be providing you 20 Wipro mock tests, including 5 All India Wipro mocks. All right. And the course access and support is available till the test day. And we'll also be providing you real-time updates from our Slack channel, which we will be adding you as soon as you enroll to our course. And all this is available at a price of 399. So enroll today and get the jump start you need to crack the Wipro NLTH. Thank you.
Hey YouTube, how are you doing? Stay tuned to FacePrep for more awesome videos. Don't forget to subscribe.